Okay, number 6, we want to use synthetic division to determine if the numbers are zeros. So we have two values to check. We have -3 and 2. And then if they are zeros, we will just end up with 0 as a remainder. The neat thing about synthetic division is if I find a 0, I can just continue where I left off, and the next one should give me a 0 without having to restart. So if I do -3, I'm going to use that one first. I have an x to the third, second, first, so we have all of our terms. My terms are 3, 5, my coefficients, -7, and 15. Okay, draw a straight line, bring down the 3, -3 times 3, -9, subtract, -4, -3 times -4, +12, subtract, -5, -3 times -5, we get +15. Let me think about that. This is a +5. This should be a -15. Gotta be careful. I was subtracting +12 minus 7, +5. -3 times +5, -15. Okay, so when I do that, I end up with a 0. So the fact that I end with a 0 means 3 is a factor. It checks out. Okay, so what I was mentioning is that I don't have to restart and do 3, 5, 7, 15 again. Once I find a 0, I can continue on. If the next number works out, this will also end in a 0. It will be the same if you start it over, but you don't have to start over. So we're going to plug in a 2, and we're going to just pick up with the new remaining coefficients. We're going to bring down the 3. 2 times 3, 6. Subtract, this gives me 2. 2 times 2 is 4. Combined, we get 9. So 2 did not end with a 0. So that means it is not a factor. And just to bring this full circle, I'm going to start over from the beginning, use 2, and show you that it might not end up being a 9, but you will not end up with a 0. Okay, but I think they want you to do it from the beginning, because when you're looking at the answer choices, they're asking you what is f of 3, what is f of 2. So they want to know, if you plugged it into this polynomial, what do you get? So I do need to do that anyway, but we can see the end result that it's not going to end with 0. The -3 did, 2 will not. So let's just do it one more time with 2, starting from the beginning with our original values, and go through the process. So bring the 3 straight down. 2 times 3, 6, add, we get 11. 2 times 11, 22. Combine these, we get 15. And then 2 times 15, we get 30. Combine, we get 45. Okay, so the value that we want is 45 and 0. So A says neither are zeros. This one says the number -3 is not a 0. This one says the number -3 is a 0, the polynomial, because f of -3 is equal to 0. And the number 2 is not a 0. The function value of f of 2, we got 45.